Hey guys, this is Tereth from 2plus2 and I'm making a tutorial video for TableNinja. This video is designed to help cash game players get started using TableNinja. I'm going to start by walking through the basic setup, then I'm going to show you a bunch of features that I think every cash game player can use, and then finally I'm going to play a little bit to kind of show you all the features in action. The first time you run TableNinja, it will guide you through the setup process. The first step is you will need to pick your language. This is the language that the online documentation will be translated into when you click Help Links. Next you will need to select your table layout. I'm going to be playing with tiled tables, so I'm going to select Tiled here. In the final step, TableNinja will attempt to automatically detect your configuration. For most users, this will work and you will get an automatic configuration successful message. In some cases, depending on your settings, automatic configuration may fail and you will need to go to the Setup tab and configure TableNinja manually. You will automatically be taken to documentation with instructions on manual configuration. For me, automatic configuration was successful, so I can now click Start TableNinja and I'm ready to start using some of TableNinja's features and assigning some hotkeys. I'm going to start by opening the Action Hotkeys tab. This tab contains hotkeys for betting, folding, checking, calling, you name it. And I'm going to start by assigning my right mouse button to the Advanced Check Fold box. And to do this, I'm just going to click in the box here and then press the button that I want to assign a hotkey to. So in this case, I'm just going to click in the box and then right-click with my mouse. And TableNinja will detect that right-click, and now I've assigned a hotkey so that anytime I right-click, I will check fold at the target table. And I'm also going to add a hotkey for betting, calling, checking, and folding. Again, all I need to do is just click in the box and then press the button that I want to assign a hotkey to. Now that we've got some basic hotkeys set up, I'm going to go to the Table Control tab. This is where you decide what tables your hotkeys act on. I'm going to start with the table under mouse mode. I think when you're tiling and for cash games, this is a really nice mode to use. This means that actions will be sent to whichever table is under my cursor. So I just need to move my cursor over a table and then press a hotkey, and the hotkey will act on that table. The other things I'm going to use on this tab are the cycle to first in line hotkey. This is one of the more useful hotkeys in TableNinja. Anytime you press this hotkey, it'll instantly jump right to the table that you need to act on next, the table that's been waiting for action the longest. So you can use this hotkey to quickly find tables that are waiting your action, and it's a really nice tool to use. The next thing I'm going to go over is the pot betting tab. The pot betting tab contains the default bets here, and these are bets that will be entered into the bet box the second it becomes my turn, depending on what street it is. So anytime it becomes my turn, TableNinja will automatically put in a bet amount I've specified here. And this can be really useful for kind of automatically sizing a lot of your bets, so that rather than having to type in a number, you just need to change the amount slightly. So for pre-flop, I'm going to use the 4 big blinds plus 1 per limper option. And anytime there's a limped pot or an unopened pot, this means TableNinja will automatically put in 4x plus 1 per limper into the bet box for me. I'm also going to leave this pot percent for pre-flop at 100. In raised pots, this will be my default 3-bet size. So anytime someone's raised in front of me, TableNinja will detect that and it'll put 100% of the pot in the box for me. Then for post-flop, I'm going to keep my flop percent bet at 80. I think this is a nice kind of general size for your c-bet, and then I adjust my c-bet sizes based on the board texture. And then I'm going to do 75% of the pot on the turn and 70% of the pot on the river. I'm also going to enable rounding here. I'm going to round all my pot bets to 1 small blind. This is a nice feature if you don't want to be betting, like $6.53 or something. It'll basically round whatever percentage of the pot you calculate off so that it's, a multiple of the small blind. The next really essential feature for cash games players is on the Annoyances tab. There's a couple here that are really great. The first is auto-click time bank. Basically, anytime the time bank appears on your table, TableNinja will click it for you within 5 seconds. So you don't have to pay attention to your time bank, you don't have to worry about timing out at tables. TableNinja will take care of all that for you and just click the time bank anytime it shows up. I'm also going to be using the Smart Big Blind Sit Out. I'll assign this to a hotkey. And what this does is anytime I press this hotkey, TableNinja will wait till the next time I would have to post the big blind at a table and sit out at all my tables. So it won't sit out on the small blind, it won't, waste money like that. But it'll automatically detect when the big blind's going to come around and uncheck auto post blinds or sit out next blind at all of your tables at once. So this is a great way to basically be able to end your sessions with a single hotkey. Next features I want to go over are the automatic seating and automatic buy-in. These are some of the very best features in TableNinja for cash game players. And I'm just going to check this automatically take a seat box and this automatically handle buy-in pop-up box. And what this will do is anytime I open a table, TableNinja will automatically seat me at that table and buy me in for the specified amount. I full stack, so I've chosen to have TableNinja buy me in for 100% of the maximum. And these are some of the best features we have for cash game players. It makes opening a lot of tables really quick and easy. You're just double click on a table in the lobby and you're seated, bought in, and ready to go. I'm also going to add the close all tables hotkey. This is a nice hotkey to use after the smart big blind sit out has sat you out at all your tables. When you're done with a session, you can just hit this hotkey once and it'll close all the tables you have open with a single button. So it's a nice way to end your sessions really quickly, take a little bit of hassle out of your day. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the General tab and assign the Disable Hotkeys toggle. This is a master hotkey that will turn all the other hotkeys off. When you press it, the box will turn red and your system tray icon will turn red, and that means that all of TableNinja's hotkeys are disabled, and when you press it again they'll be re-enabled. So this is a nice hotkey to use if you want to, type in chat or take some notes or do anything where you don't want to have to worry about accidentally hitting a hotkey and acting at a table. So now that we've got everything set up, I'm going to open some tables, and the first thing to notice as I do so is we can watch TableNinja will automatically seat me and buy me in. Here I am, I'm seated, I've got bought in for the maximum, and I'm basically ready to play. And so now that I've got some tables open here, I'm going to show you real quickly what it's like to play with TableNinja a little bit. As you can see here, as soon as it became my turn, TableNinja had already put 4 big blinds plus 1 per limper. That's 8 cents in the bet box for me. And I just used my hotkey to click bet there. And this just makes playing pre-flop so much easier. Your bet sizes are already put in for you. You just have to decide whether you want to raise or not. And anytime you hit a hotkey in TableNinja, you can actually see the little box for that hotkey will flicker red. So if I want to check fold my 8-10 suited here, I'll press my right mouse button and you can see the box in TableNinja flicker red as that hotkey is registered. And again, we'll get to see the default bet in action here. As soon as it became my turn, TableNinja put 8 cents in the bet box, and here it used 80% of the pot because that's what I specified for the flop bet. It rounded to the nearest blind because I specified that. And you can just go about like this playing with your hotkeys. It makes life really easy, and it's a great way to play. And then as soon as you're done with the session, you can either wait to set next blinds. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to close all my tables at once using the close tables hotkey. As you can see, all my tables are instantly closed. And I guess I'll leave the video at that. There are a few things I want to mention. This was just a getting started video, so there are some more advanced cash game features that I think a lot of you would benefit from. So I highly recommend that you check out the automatic waitlist tools on the opening and closing tab, and some of the pot betting hotkeys to give yourselves more variety in bet sizing. And I think if you check those out on your own, once you've kind of got the basics down, you'll find some really helpful tools in there. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I would love if you guys would give me feedback on this video. I'm thinking of making a sequence of tutorial videos like this. So if you have any thoughts on the video, feel free to email us at support@alxsoftware.com, or go ahead and post on the 2+2 thread and let me know if you thought this was helpful, or if there was more things you would like me to cover. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Tereth.